Manchester United face crucial summer as transfer race heats up. Manchester United are heading into one of their most decisive transfer windows in recent memory, with a number of high-profile targets on their radar and just as many potential setbacks already surfacing. With new manager Ruben Amorim preparing for his first full season at Old Trafford, squad reshaping is a top priority. However, United face stiff competition and shifting player preferences, which could derail several key pursuits. One of the summer's biggest stories revolves around Bryan Mbeumo, the talented Brentford winger. United were reportedly confident in landing the Cameroonian international, having made an offer in excess of £60 million, but a significant twist has now put that deal in doubt. According to multiple sources, Mbeumo has made a U-turn on his future plans and is now favoring a move to Tottenham Hotspur. Spurs' qualification for the Champions League, as well as the arrival of Brentford manager Thomas Frank at the helm, has reportedly tipped the scales in their favor. If confirmed, it would be another transfer blow for United, who have already missed out on young striker Liam Delap. In goal, United appear to be making solid progress. Talks with Emi Martinez are advancing rapidly, with the Argentine goalkeeper said to have already agreed to join the Red Devils. This comes amid growing speculation that current number 1 Andre Onana could be on his way out, possibly to a club in Saudi Arabia or elsewhere in Europe. Martinez, who played a key role in Argentina's World Cup triumph, could bring much-needed stability between the sticks. Elsewhere, Mason Mount's future remains uncertain just a year after his arrival from Chelsea. Injuries have plagued the midfielder's time at Old Trafford, and his high wages are reportedly being viewed as an opportunity for United to offload him. Aston Villa are showing serious interest, especially with their Europa League campaign looming. Mount had a promising end to last season, but United may see his sale as both financially beneficial and tactically necessary. At the back, United's pursuit of Jared Branthwaite could also hit a roadblock. The Everton defender is in talks with the Toffees over a new contract, and manager David Moyes is reportedly keen to secure his long-term future at Goodison Park. With other clubs such as Spurs and Manchester City also monitoring Branthwaite, United may have to act quickly or risk losing out. Finally, Marcus Rashford's reported desire to join Barcelona could be derailed by the Catalan club's push to sign Nico Williams from Athletic Bilbao. Should Nico arrive, Rashford might find the door to La Liga closed for now, forcing him to reconsider his options or remain in Manchester. A recent supercomputer simulation doesn't inspire much hope either, predicting United to finish 9th in the upcoming Premier League season if no major reinforcements are made. Viktor Gyökeres makes transfer preference clear amid Manchester United snub. Swedish striker Viktor Gyökeres has reportedly grown frustrated with Sporting CP for blocking a summer move as speculation around his future intensifies. Despite long-standing interest from Manchester United, the 27-year-old forward has made it clear he does not see Old Trafford as his preferred destination. After a sensational season with Sporting CP, scoring 97 goals in just 102 appearances and helping secure 2 league titles, Gyökeres has emerged as one of the most prolific strikers in European football. Unsurprisingly, several top clubs across Europe are keen on securing his signature. However, Gyökeres has narrowed his preferences, with Arsenal and Juventus topping his wish list. According to Portuguese outlet A Bola, Gyökeres is becoming increasingly agitated over the lack of progress in his transfer situation. While Sporting remain firm in their desire to retain the striker, the player is said to be fuming about their reluctance to facilitate a move, particularly when serious offers are reportedly on the table. Manchester United had been heavily linked with Gyökeres, especially given manager Ruben Amorim's move to Old Trafford last November. The connection between the pair, who enjoyed success together in Portugal, led to speculation that the Swede would follow Amorim to Manchester, but despite United's persistent pursuit, Gyökeres is understood to prefer a move elsewhere. Arsenal have been monitoring the striker for months and are one of his 2 preferred destinations. Juventus is the other, with the Serie A giants reportedly offering a staggering £11 million per year in wages to lure him to Italy. Interest has also come from Manchester City, Liverpool, and Real Madrid, all clubs that Gyökeres would reportedly choose over United if given the opportunity. Further complicating Arsenal's pursuit of Gyökeres is their ongoing negotiation with RB Leipzig over Benjamin Sesko. Reports from Bild suggest that the Gunners have already agreed personal terms with the Slovenian forward. who could be signed for a fee between 70 million and 85 million. If that deal is finalized, it may close the door on Gyökeres's preferred move to North London, pushing him closer to Juventus. Meanwhile, Manchester United may be forced to turn their attention elsewhere. With Gyökeres unlikely to make the move to Old Trafford, the Red Devils have reportedly started looking at alternative options. One name rising on their shortlist is Eintracht Frankfurt striker Hugo Ekitike. The 22-year-old Frenchman scored 22 goals across all competitions last season and has drawn interest from Sporting themselves, potentially as a replacement for Gyökeres. Frankfurt chief Marcus Krösche has acknowledged Ekitike's ambitions, saying, "If a player develops faster than us, we let him go." Newcastle to offer Marcus Rashford escape route from Manchester United. Marcus Rashford's turbulent chapter at Manchester United appears to be nearing its conclusion, with Newcastle United reportedly ready to offer the England international an escape route. The 26-year-old forward, once viewed as the future of United, is set for another career crossroads this summer, following a mixed loan spell at Aston Villa. Rashford spent the second half of last season at Villa Park, where he found a degree of form, contributing 4 goals and 6 assists in 17 appearances. Despite missing the final few games due to a hamstring injury, he left on good terms, posting a heartfelt message on Instagram thanking the club, fans, and coaching staff. However, Villa's failure to secure Champions League football on the final day, losing out to Newcastle on goal difference, has complicated the possibility of a permanent move. Now, Newcastle are emerging as potential suitors. According to The Sun, the Magpies are exploring a season-long loan for Rashford, aiming to bolster their attack as they prepare for another shot in the Champions League. Eddie Howe's side narrowly clinched a top 4 finish, and they see Rashford as a player who could offer both experience and versatility in Europe and the Premier League. Yet, the path to St. James's Park may not be straightforward. Manchester United are believed to prefer a permanent sale over another loan move, especially with Rashford under contract until 2028. Despite his long-term deal, the club is open to parting ways with their academy graduate, particularly after a challenging period marred by inconsistent performances, off-field speculation, and injuries. Barcelona had previously been considered Rashford's preferred destination. However, the Catalan Giants have shifted focus to other targets, notably Nico Williams and Luis Diaz. With Barca's priorities elsewhere, Rashford's options on the continent have narrowed, increasing the chances of him staying in the Premier League. Speaking back in December, shortly before his loan switch, Rashford hinted at a desire to move on from Old Trafford. "For me, personally, I think I'm ready for a new challenge and the next steps," he told journalist Henry Winter. "When I leave, it's going to be no hard feelings. You're not going to have any negative comments from me about Manchester United." The comments reflect a mature and respectful tone from the player, who is clearly eager for a fresh start. Despite his struggles at United in recent seasons, Rashford remains a highly talented forward, capable of impacting games at the highest level. His pace, intelligence, and experience in major competitions still make him an attractive prospect for top clubs. If Newcastle can negotiate favorable terms, a move to the northeast could reinvigorate Rashford's career. It would offer him opportunity to compete in the Champions League once more and rediscover his best form under Eddie Howe's management. Ruben Amorim handed nightmare start as Manchester United learn 2025-26 Premier League fixtures. Manchester United's 2025-26 Premier League campaign is set to begin with a massive challenge, as new manager Ruben Amorim has been handed a daunting start to life at Old Trafford. After enduring their worst ever Premier League finish last season, a dismal 15th place, the Red Devils will be looking for a fresh start under Amorim, who now has a full preseason and transfer window to shape his squad. However, their fixture list provides little time to ease into the campaign. The season kicks off in dramatic fashion with a high-stakes clash against title challengers Arsenal at Old Trafford on Sunday, August 17 at 4:30 p.m. It will be a baptism of fire for Amorim, who will be hoping his new-look team can deliver an early statement under pressure. The Portuguese coach, formerly of Sporting Lisbon, has already declared that the good days are coming, but he'll be severely tested from the very beginning. After the opener, United traveled to face Fulham before hosting newly promoted Burnley. While those fixtures may offer a slight reprieve, things quickly take a turn for the worse. A brutal September awaits, with matches against treble winners Manchester City away, Chelsea at home, and Brentford away, a trio of games that will test United's depth, resilience, and tactical discipline. October offers little in the way of relief. The Red Devils are scheduled to take on fierce rivals Liverpool at Anfield, one of the most intense fixtures in English football. The return leg at Old Trafford is slated for May 2nd, 2026, and could have significant implications for both sides, depending on the state of their seasons by then. The festive period appears more forgiving, with matches against West Ham, Wolves, and Bournemouth. However, Christmas fixtures sandwich a tricky pair of games, Aston Villa and Newcastle, both teams who have recently outperformed United and will not be taken lightly. One of the season's most anticipated fixtures, a showdown with newly promoted arch-rivals Leeds United, doesn't arrive until the new year. The first encounter will be in early January, with the reverse fixture taking place in April. Adding to the New Year challenge is a brutal run in mid-January, when United host Manchester City on January 17, and then face Arsenal away just a week later. A period that could define Amorim's first season. February offers no respite either, with games against Fulham, Tottenham, and West Ham, all London sides with their own ambitions. March brings a trip to St. James's Park to face Newcastle before hosting Aston Villa. April continues to pile on the pressure, with home games against Leeds and Brentford, sandwiched around an away match at Stamford Bridge against Chelsea. Amorim has a tough task ahead, and while optimism surrounds his appointment, the fixture list ensures there will be no easy path to redemption. Alejandro Garnacho nears Manchester United exit amid training ground clashes with Amorim. Manchester United winger Alejandro Garnacho is reportedly on the brink of leaving Old Trafford this summer following a string of disagreements with head coach Ruben Amorim. The 20-year-old Argentine, who has been one of the brighter sparks in an otherwise inconsistent United attack, is said to have fallen out with the manager over tactical disagreements on the training pitch. Former Liverpool striker Dean Saunders weighed in on the situation during an appearance on talkSPORT, stating that Garnacho had been arguing with Amorim about tactics despite his young age. "I like him as a player, he plays with his heart on his sleeve, and there's a load of them who don't at Man United, but from a good source, I heard he's arguing with the manager on the training pitch about tactics. How old is he, 20? Just get on with it," Saunders remarked. These clashes have raised questions about Garnacho's character, with some critics labeling him a bad character in the squad. Amorim, who joined the club to lead a new era of discipline and tactical structure, is said to have grown frustrated with Garnacho's attitude. The friction has reportedly escalated to the point where United have made it clear that Garnacho is free to find a new club this summer. Back in January, Napoli made a £40 million bid for the winger, but the offer was swiftly rejected. However, sources close to the club now suggest that a fee in the region of £70 million could be enough to secure his departure. Given that Garnacho is a homegrown player, any fee received would be recorded as pure profit on United's balance sheet, potentially easing financial fair play constraints. Despite the fallout, Garnacho has no shortage of suitors. Chelsea are believed to be closely monitoring his situation, with Arsenal and Aston Villa also expressing interest. There are also reports linking him to a potential return to Atletico Madrid, the club where he began his youth career, as well as Bayer Leverkusen under new manager Erik ten Hag. Amorim, meanwhile, has wasted no time in reshaping the squad, with Matheus Cunha already arriving for £62.5 million. Brentford winger Bryan Mbeumo is also reportedly on United's radar, although Tottenham boss Thomas Frank is interested in taking him to North London. Dean Saunders offered a blunt assessment of the challenges facing Amorim, suggesting that United must now prioritize recruiting players with the right mentality. Man United have signed bad characters, and you've got to start signing good characters. Forget the talent. Obviously, you've got to have a certain amount to play at the level you're at, but they've got to concentrate on signing good characters because they're shambolic at the moment, he said.